Hello everyone, this is Mehedi and welcome back to my another vlog, and this is daily vlog 10 and I hope you're doing well. Today I chose to vlog on the rooftop of our building, so I didn't choose to go outside and walk while vlogging. The reason behind it's too late, it's around 10 today, and if I go outside it will be too noisy for you to listen, like you'd not be able to hear anything from me. So I thought, let's introduce you to a new place. It's a beautiful rooftop. This is the surroundings. There are lots of trees and lots of fruit trees. So I'm on like 7th floor right now, and I hope you can see me properly, and I'm not putting any lens today, so it's without a lens, wide angle lens, so there'll not be that much wider view in this vlog. So I just read the book The Courage to be Disliked, which I read every day on my Kindle, and to be honest, I found something to be really helpful today after reading that chapter, and it is called like thinking what other people are thinking about you makes you unfree. So if you remember, I talked about something called the separation of tasks, but I didn't really explain the separation of tasks. But I'd like to tell you about the separation of tasks in a brief way today, not that much, because I think if I say something and I might not be able to express the word separation of tasks properly, I think reading the book is the best way to understand what separation of tasks is. But let me give you a brief example. Separation of tasks. So the word separation of tasks can be very much complex, at the same time can be very much simple. But I'm trying to explain it in an easier way. So I know as a human being, it's a natural desire to feel like I should be liked by everyone. Let's say if you're in a group of 10 people, and you are one of them, and you want, definitely as a person, I definitely would want to be liked by them, because there's no way to be craving for dislikes, right? Human being, yeah, it's good. Yeah, they like us. Oh my, it feels good, right? And that's natural. But in Adlerian psychology, as the philosopher describes, that yeah, as a human being, it's natural for you to seek the recognition, to be liked, right? Not to be disliked. But let me tell you, that you want to be liked is your natural desire to not be disliked by everyone. It's your task. But if any of them somehow dislikes you, not likes you, it's their task. You shouldn't be feeling unhappy or distressed. I know it's very easy to say like, hey, you're just saying some cliches. Yeah, I know it's not your task to feel disliked, but we do. I mean, that's when you should really actually believe in Adlerian psychology, because that's when the separation of tasks comes in. I know I cannot really explain it in a way that the philosopher described. That's why I told you to read the book. But you craving for not to be disliked by them, craving for liked by them, or to be liked by them, it's your task. But if they do not like you in that group, it's their task, and you should not intervene in that. And you should not intervene in any way. Like you should not do something in a way that makes them like you, because that makes you unfree. Because that's when you're not living up to your expectations. You're not living up to your own will. Basically, you're being controlled by them. They're not disliking you for something you did that you like, but just because they're disliking you, you're refraining yourself from doing the thing. And that's when you're not in control of you anymore. And I know some people in the society, some people surround me might disagree with me, and that's okay. And if you know what, that's also a separation of task. I'm saying something is from my opinion, from my perspective. If you say something bad, I will not intervene in that. I will not say you're not bad. Yeah, maybe you know something I don't know. Maybe you're saying something from your expectation, like you're living up to your expectation, and that's okay with me, and I don't have any problem with that. So definitely, it's called a separation of task. But for more good explanation of what it is actually, I would definitely tell you to read the book. And no hate, nothing, everything is good, but it's my perspective, and it's my opinion, and also from the author's side, that according to Adlerian psychology, there might be other psychologies, but according to Adlerian psychology, let me tell you again. According to Adlerian psychology, the desire to be liked by everyone is a natural human impulse. But if someone, that's a plane going, but if someone does not like you, that's not your task, that's their task. They have their own will. They can like you, they can dislike you, but you cannot feel bad or good according to what they're feeling about you. It's only you who can control your mind. I know this sounds really cliche, and you might be thinking, oh my god, a 16-year-old trying to give me those advices. Believe me, I mean, it's the truth. And maybe if you read the book, you'll understand about it more. Because, oh my god, I have said that quite a few times. Because I feel like if I'm happy, if I'm being happy by reading something, I want other people to be happy as well. And that's why I suggest people to read books. And as I read good books, I will definitely suggest you to read those books. Not the bad books. I believe no books is a bad book. Every book has something to learn from. It's just that it might not agree with everything the author says, but it's good. Like, if you read 100% of the book, at least you can take 1% good from the book. And that's the main point of reading the book. It's not like if you're reading the book 100%, you have to take 100% from the book. It's not the main point of reading a book. But yeah, I think you have understood what I have tried to say. And definitely don't misunderstand me. And even if you do, I have nothing to do, to be honest. Even if you do, it's your task. That's when also I believe in separation. I also believe in separation of task in that case as well. If you misunderstand me in a way, that's your task. I will not intervene in that. I will not make you believe that, yeah, understand me. No, not like that. Maybe you're right in your own way, but I feel like, according to what I believe, what I've learned so far, I'm trying to live up to my expectations. And yeah, that's when the separation of task comes in. So today I'm just talking about the separation of task. This is the one thing I learned from the book, and it's Adlerian psychology. So now let's talk about what I did yesterday. So as you guys know, I'm learning Swift iOS development, because it's the language you have to use in order to do iOS development. I'm really excited, to be honest. I finished my day 3 of 100 Days of Swift UI with Paul Hudson on hackingwithswift.com yesterday, and it was really fun, to be honest. I learned about dictionaries, which is something new to me. I learned about arrays. I learned about enums. Enums, to be honest, were quite interesting. I didn't understand it first, but then after giving it a thought, I could finally understand like 90% of it. Maybe there are 10% of it that are waiting for me to understand them. But just fun, to be honest, understanding enums. And dictionaries, to be honest, it's very similar to maps, like key value pairs. So if you are a programmer, if you're someone who knows about maps in other programming languages, I believe like dictionaries in Swift and maps in other programming languages are pretty much the same. Maybe there will be slight differences, but what I have learned so far after learning dictionaries in Swift, I think they're pretty much similar. I mean, mostly similar. Maybe there are some minor shifts here and there, But yeah, I learned dictionaries, arrays, sets. Okay, I forgot to mention sets. Sets, I also learned that when I was learning Flutter, I think 1 year ago. Sets are very similar, like similar to arrays, but sets are like unorganized. It's like, how do I say? If you put something like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If you input like 1, 2, 3, 4 data like this, in arrays, data will stay like this in an organized way. However you put that data, like 1, 2, 3, 4, it will always be like that. But in set, if you enter your data like 1, 2, 3, 4, every time you run your program, maybe it will be in a random order, like 2, 3, 4, 1, or maybe 1, 4, 3, 2. It will be like that. So you cannot really guess what you are getting every time you run the getting from the set every time you're running the program. So it's like it's unorganized, but I think it's very efficient as well, because sets use something called hash algorithm. I might be incorrect. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. But yes, sets has a very good way of deriving a value from a large data set. Like say if you have a set which has like 50 million digits, 50 million pieces of data, you can collect the data from 50 million pieces very easily in a second, because the algorithm they use, it does not matter how long, like how big is your data set it will give you the search item at the same time, even if there is only one item in the set, or even if there is 1 million items in the set. That's a good way. But in arrays, things are a bit. The search option is not very optimized, because it uses something called linear search, and it's not very efficient, to be honest. So it's fun. I was learning about them, and it's really fun to learn them. And I was also studying. I didn't do maths yesterday. I feel really bad, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, at least I did something. I'm focusing on the positive side now. I did physics, and I'm trying to focus on finishing the kinematics chapter for my A-level physics syllabus. But to be honest, I'm not really enjoying the coaching. It's not because I hate the coaching. It's not because I don't like the teachers. It's just because I feel like I like the way I study, because I have a pace and the coaching has their own pace. So I'm really trying to make my parents understand that I really don't need them. And the reason behind me going to the coaching is for the lab, because I have to do the physics lab. So I'm trying to tell my parents or my brother and everyone that I only need one, just because I need to practice a lab. So, and that's also a separation of tasks. Like, oh my God, let me tell you, if you like you're comfortable with something, like you know that you'll do good if you do this, because you're not able to do that. You're not able to do the thing just because your parents or family will not feel good, and that's when you're living up to their expectations. If you think like you can do well doing that, do that, but with a good intention, actually, not with a bad intention, like evil intention. Let's say I'm talking about myself in separation of task. I know that if I don't go to the coaching, I'll be able to study more good and have more time to myself and learn based on my pace that I have. But just because I'll not get recognized by my brother or family, I'm not doing that. And I'm just seeking recognition from them. Like say, I really hopeful that I'll not do any bad results in A-level physics or A-levels. But if I do, and if I don't go to the coaching, if I didn't go to the coaching, they'll not recognize me. They'll say, oh, just because you didn't go to the coaching, you didn't bad results. And that's the fear, like, of getting the recognition. But if you believe in yourself, like if I believe in myself, and I don't fear not getting the recognition, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell my family and parents that I'm not going to go to the coaching, and I will give you an update about it tomorrow. And based on that, and today, I'm learning something really cool as well. I'm learning Swift right after shooting this vlog, right after working out. I'm going straight into learning Swift because I'm really excited learning Swift. And today I will focus on learning physics and computer science. I have one problems to finish in my physics book. I'm following the Cambridge University Press official physics, A-level physics book. And I'll just finish the book. I've not finished the book. Finish the question that I have left. And also, then computer science, I'll try to do some computer science. I mean, the A-level one, not the one in Swift. And then definitely learn some Spanish, spit some Spanish, yeah. Yesterday I learned some more Spanish. It was really fun. I loved it. Yeah, I think I learned this one. El pan. Hey, if you speak Spanish, let me know what it means. El pan. Yo come el pan. Yo como, I'm sorry. Yo como la leche. It's fun, to be honest, learning Spanish on Duolingo. I love it, to be honest. It's like a game to me. But yeah, today's vlog is a little bit big because I think I wanted to make you understand some basic psychology from Adler that are mentioned in the book, which is the separation of tasks. And I hope you didn't get offended. Even if you do, I would say not to do, but it's your task and I'm not trying to force you into doing anything. If you feel like you want to follow Adler in psychology, it's completely your choice. This video is not to persuade you into following Adler in psychology. This is just to show you like how I feel after reading Adler in psychology. It's completely based on what I feel, not to persuade you. So if you feel like you're getting offended, if you feel like you're getting persuaded, please don't feel like that. And I don't want to say please don't feel like that as well, because it's your task. And yeah, whatever it is, no love, no hate, spread love like this, like the birds in the sky, and stay happy at the end of the day. Live up to your expectations. And thank you for becoming a part of my journey and listening to me. Thank you for helping me improve myself every day, 1% every day. And I'm really grateful, happy to be alive another day. It's Mehdi signing off.